Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Big Will 420, and I'm here with your Will's Weekly Wisdom for the week of March 22nd or 23rd through the 28th. So this will be Monday through Saturday. And as always, sorry I didn't start with my usual opening, but I'm filming out in the garage right now because my roommate is sleeping and I'm trying to be respectful. But you know the saying, love is the key that opens up the heart. Life is the love, peace, hope, and faith are the four elements that I live by, as the sign always says. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it for everyone. And as always, the two decks I'm using is the Anna K. Tarot, which is sponsored by the beautiful Miss London Jador. Please go check her channel out. She is wonderful. And I'm using the Angel Tarot cards made by Doreen Virtue and Radalai Valentine. So first we're going to go ahead and jump into Monday. And we're going to see what Monday has to hold for us. So, alright, so Monday we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so swords represent mental intellect and thinking. They really are connected with the element of air. And so here we have the Seven of Swords, and you can see this guy is kind of climbing out of a window. He's got looks like 5 of the swords in one bag and the 2 other swords there. I think that's one that might be on fire there, actually. I can't tell. So I'm sorry, that's 3 in the bag there. Yeah, no, sorry, that's 4 in the bag there. 2 in his bag with some jewels. And 1 that's kind of like he uses a torch. And there's a ladder there. So, and I guess he's got the rope. So it kind of looks like he's climbing out the window as if he just stole something. And so this is telling me that this is basically, Seven of Swords tends to represent the need to be more crafty and thinking more on your feet about things and being more swift behind the scenes, if you will. It's kind of like we need to be more tricky or more crafty in terms of our thinking of where we're going and what we're doing, the things that we need to take with us, and etc. So it seems on Monday we're kind of really developing our skills, I guess, in a more thinking way. This is at the nighttime with that little torch there. So we're kind of really being skillful, like a thief in the night. We're really taking the things that we need to take from our situations and being more crafty, if we will. I don't sense any negative vibes or energy with this card, so yeah, that's what I get from that. Alright, so we're going to move on to Tuesday. And so for Tuesday, guys, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so traditionally the Four of Wands always represents action, creativity, the fire, passion, creativity, that kind of thing. And the Four of Wands represents happiness or happy times coming. And so here you see these 4 people here, and they got has one in each hand, and they look like they're going on a backpacking trip, or they're going somewhere, and the sky in the background is kind of peaceful. And so what I sense is for Tuesdays that we're really going to be moving into a more prosperous time where we're feeling comfortable about the journey that we're going into and the situations that we're moving into. And, this really represents a celebration, too, of some sort. So maybe we might be getting together with friends on Tuesday, or there might be something that really happens good for us in terms of Tuesday's energy and where we're going to go with that, okay? And moving on, we have Wednesday, the middle of the week here. Okay. And Wednesday is the Emperor. So the Emperor is the 4th card in the Major Arcana or Major Secret here. And you see this man, he's like a king sitting on his throne, and he's got a sword there. And he's sitting, it's like there's a chessboard there. So what I'm thinking is by the middle of the week, we're really planning out and thinking, hence the sword there, about where we want to be and how to get ourselves stable into a more stable space. The checkerboard is what tells me that we're going to be very analytical about things. I know the Emperor, he rules swiftly and powerfully, but he doesn't usually carry a weapon. He walks big, walks silently, but carries a big stick, if you will. And 4 is the number of stability. So I really think we're going to be really stable in our thoughts and our actions here by come the middle of the week, and we're going to be really planning or analyzing our next moves and a more practical approach of what we can do, what we can't do, that kind of thing. That's what I get from the Emperor. Okay, and he's ruled by Aries too. And since we're really pushing or already going into or are in the time of Aries of spring, it's really the time of new beginnings. So we're really thinking about how we can start that new beginning and get it to come to fruition by come the middle of the week, okay? And moving on to Thursday. Thursday's card, we have The devil. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Now, the devil is I believe, I want to say the 15th card in the major arcana. And so here, the devil is sitting on his throne. There's people, a lot of chaos around him, people kind of feasting on each other, lusting after each other. There's flames in the background here. And he's kind of sitting there with his horns and just ruling over all this chaos. And there's a knight with a sword with blood on it. And the devil traditionally represents, like if it were reversed, which I did kind of pick it up in reverse, actually at first. So, and I don't usually do this, but we actually are going to go with a reverse card here for the first time with this deck. And if it were upright means that you're feeling bound to a situation or chained to certain patterns in our lives, whether it's like an addiction or a situation that we're just not happy with, that we keep going back to, that kind of thing. And forgive my voice, guys, I'm a little raspy too. I do apologize. It is raining, so I'm not feeling too well. But since I had room to pick it up in reverse from the first time and I flipped it over, this is saying that we're going to be feeling, come Thursday, we're going to be feeling that we're not bound to certain situations, that we're going to be free from the chains that bind us, if that makes sense. Come Thursday, we're going to be able to feel like we just got a huge release from the situations that have bound us in the past. That's what I get from this, okay? And so for Friday and Saturday, or the weekend, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now that was in reverse, but this one I know I'm flipping upright because that felt right actually to do upright. And so the Three of Pentacles is the Three of Earth. Pentacles represent earth, money, stability, foundations, possessions, that kind of thing. And here we see this person who's putting this final pentacle in the window there with the two other pentacles below it. And the Three of Pentacles represents working diligently on something, or being very hard working on something. Unlike the Seven of Pentacles where we've reaped the rewards, this one is saying we're still working on trying to find a solution to our situation or a goal of some sort or some kind of project. Apologize about the glare, guys. So, but come the weekend, we're really going to be putting our power together, knowing that we're unbound from the situation, and we're really going to be working hard on the things that we want to come to be, going into March, into April, since this is the last week of March anyway. So yeah, that's what I get. And then what I did was I decided to use the Angel Tarots this time for weekly themes or vibes that we can get, that we could use, as well as that one tarot card to kind of explain the overall energy for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right to it. The first theme that we have for this week is the Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords in a regular tarot deck, and it says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation, review everyone's motives. And so this is saying that maybe there was something that we made that was not the best choice for ourselves, and so we learned that the secret motives behind the people that were involved with the situation, and that we're learning what we made. We made a mistake, whether it was a big one or a minor one, and so we're learning from the situation on who to trust, who not to trust, and what things are working, what things aren't working. And then the next card we have is, Unity, number 5, which is with Archangel Sandalphon. Now, Archangel Sandalphon tends to represent, he sends the prayers up to our prayers that we pray to our deities or to the guardian angels, spirit guides, whatever the deities you believe in. And it says, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out members and like-minded friends. And Archangel Sandalphon has a staff there with a crescent moon and a light, and around him are all the symbols of religion. So this is telling us that we're going to be seeking maybe spiritual people that are just like us, or people that have the same goals and ambitions and things that serve us the same way, okay? So we're going to be very spiritually united for this week too. So we might start off the week with an unwise choice or with an unwise situation, but we're going to learn from our mistakes and be able to move on and find a sense of unity. And then also, okay, and this is what I was saying, the Eight of Earth. This is actually really cool because I know by the middle of the week, for me, I start back up at school, so this is perfect. And we have here the Eight of Earth, and that's the Eight of Pentacles, of course. And it says, skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Because you see the fairy here. He's got this mountain here with purple and pink background. And there's books in front of him. He's really studying hard on the things, on whatever subject he's learning. Whether it might be magic or it might be something practical, like, I don't know, how to become an accountant, or maybe he wants to learn how to become the angel of this or that. But, this is really telling us that by the middle of the week or whatever, we're going to be studying something really diligently and putting all of our energy into it so that we can learn and grow and become stronger in that whatever subject it is. So that makes sense for me because I'm going back to school to come this week. So, and the other card that we have is the card number 3, which is one of my favorite cards actually. 3, the Empress, which Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel represents the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. Another major arcana card. And it says, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. And so you see here, Archangel Gabriel, there's a calm, peaceful stream in the background, and she's holding, I think it's a baby, and all the animals are around her with the force, and there's kind of like a light. She's got this light where she's nurturing the animals as well as herself here. And so what I get from this is that, again, we know we made an unwise choice in the past or whatever, and we questions our motives. We're moving into a spiritual unity. We're really not letting it get the best of us. We're going to go back to school. We're going to be studying a certain subject or a certain matter. This could be even like if you're getting a promotion, or on your way to getting a promotion, you're going to be studying on how to do something properly so that you can upgrade or better yourself. And then at the end of the week, something good's going to happen where you're going to be sitting in the space of, you're working hard, you're going to be able to lavish yourself in abundance and as well as others while giving birth to your dreams and the things that you want to go for. And the overall theme that we have, or the underlying message of this week, is strength. And this is really good. This is exactly what I was thinking for this week. And so you see here, strength is a major arcana card. It's number 8, I believe. And 8 is this year's theme, personal power. And we have here this lady who's holding this lion here, okay? And in the background, there's a big old sun behind her with a prosperous background. And so she is holding the lion, and the lion's not really trying to bite her. He's actually he's got his jaws open, or her jaws open, but she's not scared of the lion. She's tackling it. She's got the chains, a secure grip on the chains there. So what I sense from this is that we're really going to be able to tap into our personal strength, okay? We're going to really be able to, we're going to be able to really tap into our personal strength this week and bring forth everything we need from an analytical standpoint, primarily a spiritual standpoint, as well as a physical and practical standpoint too. So this next week doesn't look too bad actually, honestly. And the first 2 cards that we got here for Monday and everything, this really, really makes sense because I know somebody recently on a personal level did me wrong, and I've learned my mistakes from that on who to trust. And so now I'm going forth with the unity and just going, okay, well, this happened. What did you learn? Moving on. And so it makes sense. We're kind of really just knowing, okay, especially with this past eclipse, that solar eclipse that happened, we're really taking this new opportunity and running with it and trying to do all the right things we can. And unbounding ourselves from the situation, being more analytical, knowing that we are the control of our own kingdoms here. And we're really working hard to make sure our dreams come true. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and draw one more card from each deck too. Just because. So here we go. Just to kind of reconfirm, I got 7 of Earth, which is 7 of Pentacles, which is seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So this is ultimately telling us that, hey, spring is spring if you see the flowers that are starting to bloom around this tree here. And that even though we might feel like we're meant to pause right now, we don't need to worry because things are really looking at, things are developing the way they need to develop. And we have death here. And death does not mean that we're going to die this week, guys. It means that basically I want to say it's like almost like dawn. There's a new dawn here, and that we just came out of something. This is very fitting for the solar eclipse I was just talking about. And this is explaining that we are moving into, we gave death to something in our lives, huge, whether it was old ways of thinking, maybe you got rid of a lot of stuff, maybe you broke up somebody, you divorced somebody, maybe you quit a job, maybe you sacrificed something, you gave death to something so that the new things that are kind of come to be can come to be and can be where you want them to be. And that even though it might feel like we're in transition now, which I know it does for me, again, we're going to use our personal strength to overcome all these obstacles and be in a better space. All right, guys? So that's all I have for this week. I'm going to try to do more daily readings like I did last week. And I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. And namaste, blessed be, and I'll see you guys next time. All right? Bye.